Hello, I'm Dane. Welcome to another episode of Dax Jutsu. Nung nakaraan, sinubukan nating scrape ang Pivot's current month data. Ngayon naman, susubukan natin scrape ang historical data which is somewhere on the bottom. So first, subukan natin magbukas ng isang buwan and then we go back to or we go to Power Query or Power BI and then select our web connector. Paste lang natin yung link dyan. And this will take some time. And here we go. So let's inspect kung anong laman ng tables. Not that. Okay. So na-inspect na nito dati at ang table na hinahanap natin is nasa suggested tables. Select natin ang preview. Ayan. And this is mostly what we need. Click that and then go to transform data. Okay. So, mali ako na ginawa. Not now. So I'll go back again. I'll try one more time. Okay. Mhm. Punta tayo sa table 20. And then transform data. Now let's inspect the preview and mostly nandito yung mga kailangan natin. So column 1, this is daytime. Column 2 is what's 11.3. Balikan natin itong si okay, so 11.30, that's latitude, and 125.90 longitude, 10, 2.4, 2.1. Okay, so balik tayo sa query editor. And let's go back to this. So, sabi niya, column 1 is auto style 91, which is inspect auto style 91. So, column 2 natin is inspect auto style 90. So, auto style 90. Ngayon, correct ito. And then, longitude is still auto style 90. Ngayon, sabi ni ChatGPT, if I want to get the next column with the same auto style, ang gagawin ko lang dyan is, I'll copy this, and then, ganyan. Zoom in natin ng konti. Tapos, lagyan lang natin ng plus and asterisk. And this is longitude. Longitude. So we've got longitude. And column 1 should be daytime. Column 2 is latitude. Okay, so let's get, so habang nag-load yan, o nag-load na, we go back to this. So yung depth is, tingnan natin kung anong style niya. Still style 90. So copy this. and then depth, and the depth is in kilometer. Copy this, and then lagyan uli natin. So, tingnan natin kung tama ba. Depth, ayan, tama na. Let's go back, check natin magnitude. Still auto style 90. So for magnitude, copy this, paste, and ayan. Oops. Yun lang kailangan natin. And make sure na this is magnitude. Ayan, magnitude meron na tayo. And the next one is location. Itong si location, medyo iba yung case nito, iba. Medyo special case siya. So, inspect natin and sabi niya auto style 98. However, yung laman lang niya is KMS 80 degrees Hernania Eastern. So, nawawala itong distance. So, subukan natin itong 031 only. Tapos, anong sabi niya auto style 52. So, susubukan natin yan dito. Mukhang ito na yun. So, location. Auto style 52. Enter. So, yan. And then, meron tayo mga extra column which we don't need. So, tanggalin yung extra columns na yan. And then, press enter. Ayan. Okay. So, next natin gagawin is actually sa previous video ko diniscuss ko paano linisin ito. So, yung kailangan natin gawin if we replace values, meron siyang mga invisible characters. So, we can do replace values, but sometimes meron kasi silang mga extra spaces. I don't know kung paano in-encode ito, but ganito yun naman. Kung minsan meron dalawang space dito, kagaya nito. 1, 2. So if you want to know how to clean this, please go back to my previous video. My first web scraping video for PBox. But i-upload ko naman yung sample PBox so you can inspect that as well. Okay, so next na gagawin natin is tatanggalin ko muna ito. Ayan. Next na gagawin is how do we scrape the data from the rest of the web pages? Kasi ito isang web page kung ginawa natin. So, isang web page lang. So, yung gagawin natin is we will create our path, which is ito. Gagawin natin path. And so far, based on my investigation or testing, yung data is from 2017. Yun yung available na consistent na mayroong isang buong taon. But para mas mabilis tayo, let's have 2025 lang. So, gagawa ako ng bagong query, blank query. And I'll call this today's date. Ayan. So, today's date is equal to date, time, zone, fix. Ang gagamitin ko is fix UTC now. because when we refresh in the service, it always uses UTC. And kailangan natin siyang convert to um, our local time zone, which is +8. So date time zone dot switch zone 8. So, anong oras na ba dito sa Pilipinas? It's 2:19. So, yan yung time zone ko. And then, tatanggalin ko yung time zone, date time zone dot remove zone. Okay, so, ayan. And then, I'm interested sa date part na lang. So, date time dot from. Tama ba? Nakuha ko ba yung date? Enter. Okay. Oh, weird. So, bakit ayaw niya? Okay, tama. Datetime dot from. Tapos yan is date dot from. So, bakit iniisa-isa ko? Pagkakalala ko kasi is you cannot convert time zone, date time zone directly to date. So, kailangan dumaan muna siya ng date time. Ayan, meron na tayong date. And I'll insert another step. Papalitan ko lang to na di ko siya ma-rename. So, I'll go to Advanced Editor. Gagawin ko siya date today. Done. Ayan, date today. And then dito, hindi ko reference si day to day. So, ang gagawin ko is, comment out ko muna itong si day to day. Actually, dapat small letter lang to, but never mind. And then, gagawa ko ng list of numbers. So, magsisimula ako sa 2025 or like 2024 na lang tayo. 2024 and then date dot year nitong date to day. So, gagawa siya ng list of numbers from 2024 up to date part nitong date today. Okay, so 24, 2025. And then we'll convert that to paano ba? The table. So this is year. And then meron tayong ilang buwan sa isang taon. So 12. So gagawa tayo ng custom column again. And we will create 12. So month number. Numbers 1 to 12. And expand that to new rows. And gagawa tayo ngayon ng petya. So, date dot ano ba 'to? Sorry. Date. So, yung year natin is itong year, month number. And then, this is 1. And gusto ko yung end of month ang kunin. So, gagawin ko siyang date dot end of month. So, end of month. Okay. End of month. So, yung next na gagawin natin is gagawa ulit tayo ng column to create a path. So, ito yung path. But what we are interested in is ito lang portion na to. So, we can actually so, ito yung muna gagawin ko para meron akong guide. So, gagawa ko ng month name. So, yung month name equals date dot to text, end of month, and then we use the full month name. And why am I using capital letter M? Because M is case sensitive. Yung small letter M kasi is minutes, while capital or uppercase M is month. Yan. And gawa ulit tayo ng custom column. So, copy that. And what I'm interested in is gusto kong gawin ito. So, cancel muna. Cancel lang. Let's change this to text para mas madali mag-concatenate. Custom column equals, ano ba to? So, sabi niya year, and, ayan, and, year again, and, ayan, and, month name, and, HTML. And then we copy this. Ayan, ganyan. So, gawin natin siyang relative path. So, tama ba ako? May kulang ako ng closing friends. Okay, so relative path. So, bakit gumawa pa ako ng relative path? Bakit di na lang full path? Kasi if you want to refresh this in the service, then pag gumawa ka ng full path and you reference that in another column, gagawa ka ng dynamic data source, which hindi mo ma-refresh sa Power BI service. So, instead, gagawa tayo ng relative path. And ito yung documentation niya. You can read about it. And I'll just copy this. I'll go back to the query editor and then access natin yung web pages as HTML. So I don't need this. So instead, gawin ko siyang base equals, balikan ko ito. And then this is my base. Oops. PH. Then, palitan ko siya ng base. And then, relative path. Yes, we don't need that query part. This. Okay. So, comma. Yan, so gawin natin itong HTML. And this might take some time. Oh, yan, nandiyan na pala. So, ito HTML na siya. This is our HTML. So, meron pa tayong kailangang i-filter. Is what we want to make sure is that we don't include future dates. Itong si October, meron siyang sarili niyang web page. Itong si November and December, they don't exist yet. So we want to filter these out. So ang gagawin ko is I'll just do this before equal to, and then meron tayong date today. This is date today. So ang gagawin ko dyan is i-reference ko si date today. But I want date today to be the previous month. So date that add months and negative 1. And then kukunin ko yung month nito. Date dot end of month. And this should remove the future date as well as the current month. So, ayan, meron na tayo. So, meron tayong HTML. Yung next na gagawin natin is, palitan ko lang ito ng historical. Next na gagawin is, we have our query na. So, I'll copy the query. And then, add another column to access the HTML or the binary files inside our HTML column. And since meron na tayong HTML, we don't need this anymore. Palitan natin siya ng HTML. And then, here we go. Okay. And ito yung sinasabi ko, this will take some time. So, yung gagawin ko muna, para mas mabilis tayo is, I'll add another filter. So, before equal to, para mas maliit yung files. O mas maliit yung kailangan niyang iterate. Then we add a column. Okay. Even this one is quite slow. O, so ayan, meron na tayo. Table. Yes, take some time. Table, table, table. Yeah. And I could rename this custom column to tables, but that will take some time again to process. So I'll just expand this. Expand. So even this one takes some time. Expand. And then here we go. See. And then we can just remove the other columns. The column that we don't need. Okay. Ayan. Delete that. Delete. Now, meron akong nakaligtaan kanina. Paano ba 'to? How to get the links from these, which I already discussed in my previous video, so pakitingin na lang. But anyway, so i-upload ko kasama naman ditong how to get the link from or kasama na sa code ang pagkuha ng link sa seismic events. Okay, so now we have scraped 3 months worth of data. Kasi 3 months lang. So, try natin lahat. Oh, medyo mabilis but will take some time to load. Well, that's it from me. I hope you've learned something. Thanks for staying with me and have a good one. Bye-bye.